So 100% tariffs from China kick in today on more than $900 million in Canadian canola oil and meal. So this is going to have a major impact on Canadian farmers, as these tariffs have left many without bids on their canola from potential buyers. For more on what the industry is feeling, how they're responding, we're joined this morning by Stephen Vandervalk. He's the Vice President of the Wheat Growers Association, and he's also a canola farmer himself. Welcome to your morning, Stephen.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
So the tariffs officially begin today. I'm first of all curious, what does this mean for you personally in terms of practically running your business? What effect does it have?
Well, we were hit with all the uncertainty with the United States, so that was number one, and the prices had dropped, and then this came on. Yeah, I mean, the prices dropped again. Some of the bids completely disappeared. You can't even sell your canola. New crop, which we're planting canola here in the next few weeks, have collapsed. So I think a lot of people maybe aren't even going to plant canola or at least reduce their acres. So yeah, it just means yeah, the industry's already on its knees a little bit, and it's just another kick in the, in the proverbial, it's just I don't know. We're so frustrated. We're so frustrated. We explained to the government exactly what they were doing. If they put tariffs on EVs, this is exactly what was going to happen. This wasn't a question. It wasn't an if. It was a fact. It was guaranteed. The government chose to do it anyways. They chose to protect EV in Eastern Canada for Western Canadian farmers' expense. Yeah. And so, yeah, we're calling on the government to make up for it, because this isn't something, this is man-made. This is self-inflicted, and we're at our wits' end.
Stephen, for people who haven't been following the story closely, this is from China seen as a retaliatory tariff, but 100%. I mean, how do you recover from that? You've mentioned already, like, some people might not even plant. But for people who don't understand, if you don't plant, what does that mean for you not only this year, but next year as well? Well,
what it means is that you have one chance to seed for the entire year. So you're making your estimate of that's your income for the entire year. So you're trying to say, okay, what's going to make my farm money? What can I plant? So if you decide to take canola, which is a huge crop in Western Canada, it's close to 40% of the acres, 40%. So what do you do? So you have to put other crops in, which makes those crops all go down in price, makes that all non-profitable. So yeah, we don't know what to do. There's not really another crop. There's other tariffs on pulses into India. I mean, we messed up that relationship. Now the United States, you can't replace the United States and China. So it's not like go find another market. You just can't. And we can't use it in Canada. We have 40 million people in Canada. We're one of the largest exporters in the world, because we can't consume what we grow in Canada. It's just a fact. So there's not much we can do.
You're in a position of being a blessing and a curse. We can grow it really well in this country, but now we've got nowhere to send it to. You mentioned the government. You're very frustrated. People in your industry very frustrated. What kind of support are you looking for?
Well, we're just looking forward. Listen, I'm part of the wheat growers. We're about going after our income in the free market, right? We want a free market, but there's no free market, right? We have government, and people ask us all the time, what's our biggest risk in farming? You'd think it's the weather, right? No, it's not. It's government policy. It always has been, at least for the last 5 years. And so they need to say, listen, this is, to me, I heard you say about $900 million cost. I think it's far higher than that. Canola is a $40 billion industry. And alone, never mind pork. And so they need to figure out what their actions have caused us, and they need to compensate farmers. Plain and simple. This isn't anything other than a decision the government made, and we're the the victims of it. And so they need to make it right.
Are you hopeful that Ottawa is going to be able to negotiate a better deal with Beijing?
You know what? If you ask me, I think the Liberals made this choice because they don't represent Western Canada. They don't represent almost any agricultural riding in this country. So it was an easy decision for them to throw us under the bus. So I'm not hopeful. We've tried. They don't understand agriculture. I don't see that changing with this new government. They just don't represent rural ridings. They don't understand it, and they're willing to throw us under the bus to save Eastern Canadian jobs. I mean, it's obvious. We warned them. We said, please don't do this. Please, on our knees, please don't do this. They did it anyways. And to save an industry that is minute compared to the agriculture industry. So yeah, what do you say? They knew this was coming, so they did it anyway. So what are they going to fix? They knew what was going to do it. So what are they going to fix when they knew the results?
Stephen Vandervalk, I want to thank you for coming on. This is day one, and like you said, you've been anticipating this coming, and now it is here. I appreciate you joining us this morning. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having us on. Appreciate it.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.